The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go! What? 90!
Mike 51! Mike 51! Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run here with Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Double tight, double tight.
Here we go!
Looking to throw on second down. Morse, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal.
Come on, let's go!
Operating from the gun, Morse. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Second down following the run.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Hey, flag 32.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Under.
He's crashing.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Steps away. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Tight end left.
To throw on second down is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
From the gun on third down, Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
From the 50, it's Smith. Flush to his right, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key to tight end. Hey. You got three. You got three.
Slow.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Check three.
Under. Two jet.
Third and long, it's Smith. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Gino. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fake. Morse. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here
we go. What? 9.
from the gun. Morse. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Strong left, strong left.
Flex round! Flex round!
Come on.
Let's go! What? Ohio! Ohio!
Off play action. Morse. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It got his man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Run. That's it, baby. That's it. Roger.
Come on, let's go!
The slot man in motion right.
What? 90!
Motion.
To throw on 2nd down. Morse swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Coming this way. Here we go.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
Alert
Ohio!
three.
Ohio!
Alert three.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Morse, wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Grand 38!
Off the play fake. Morse, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Buying time to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off of play action. Here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. Morse. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Let's go. What? 9. What?
Off play action. Morse. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
In motion right is Jones.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Flex round. Flex round.
No.
Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go. What? 9.
From the gun, Morse. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morse. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. K.D. Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Double tight. Double tight.
Ready. 319. Under. Z.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Ready. Flag. 32. Slow. Under.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Slow. Z. Ready. 319.
Switch.
319.
Watch the edge.
Two jet. Under. 319.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. Escaping. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, Morse. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Come on, let's go. Run 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Morse. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Slow.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Ready. Flag 32.
4 down.
And again this time to the tailback. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Ready. Flag 32. 2 jet.
4 down.
Smith now from the gun. He'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Flag 32. Under. I got motion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flex round!
Four down, check. Four down.
Ohio!
Off the play fake. Morse being chased out left. And he's got room. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Single.
Let's go! What? 9! Flex round!
Off play action. Morse. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Morse firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because
no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Deion Jones from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Second down, here's Smith. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Smith in a throw on 3rd and 1. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Gino on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Here's Smith operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Red 38.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8.
What's left? What's left? Coming.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll fake it. Now Smith rolling to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back line up, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Here we go. Leopard. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Good. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
Here we go. Red 38.
3 down.
Red 38.
Gabriel, the man in motion.
Ohio. Ohio.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check 24, check 24.
Let's go. 1-9.
To throw on second down, Morse. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Third down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on
we go.
third.
Red 38.
Looking to throw. Morse. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2 times, 2 times.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green. Detroit. Detroit.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The Bucks on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey,
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
The Bucks on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gun.
Four down. Check.
All right, now lucky 56.
From the gun, Nicholson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
On 1st and 10, Morse. And it's caught. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Morse. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Be good.
Here we go. Red 38.
Looking to throw on second down. Morse. And Jones has it over the middle. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Morse. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go now. Green 39. Gone.
Alert.
Over.
They run the counter now on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense has felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Nicholson. Shreds the tackle. Steps away to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriots.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
All right, now, look at 56. Green 39. Green 39.
He's checking. Crash.
Throwing on first down. Nicholson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
To throw on second down. Nicholson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Nicholson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Vic Beasley in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Let's go. One.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And now a first down following that long gain.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Come on, let's go. Run 38.
Now a handoff for Drake. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Flex round.
They stay on the ground with Drake. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Set! Green, 39! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard! Leopard! Here we go!
Looking to throw on second down. Nicholson buying time to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. But for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Leopard! Leopard! Let's go!
From the gun, Nicholson. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Operating from the gun, Nicholson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter